Hello, everybody. My name is Heather Fantine, and I am a spiritual breakthrough coach and the founder of the Transformational Soul on Fire retreats. And I have something very exciting to share with you today. I have a new program launching, and it's come out of this deep calling, this voice inside of me that was telling me I had to create this program, that this program needed to be born, and that there were many women out there waiting for me to create this program. So I want to tell you all about it. So first of all, know that if you are someone who is ready to make quantum leaps in your personal transformation, you're really ready to take yourself on, you're ready to finally break free and break through. If you want to take your personal and spiritual growth and development to an entirely new level, then please stay tuned, because you are going to be absolutely over the moon excited, just as excited as I am to have created this space for you to come. And so I just want to take a moment and tell you first why I created this program. And as I mentioned, it was created out of this calling that I felt inside of me. And I have been listening to this voice for a very long time. I always tell people that I chose to wake up very young, and I had my awakening because I had my dark night of the soul at a very young age. I was only 18 years old when I was literally just on my knees saying, please show me a better way. I knew I needed to radically change my life. I knew I needed to heal body, mind, and spirit. And I knew I needed to do that so that I could then help others to heal and transform themselves. So I've been on this journey for a very long time. It's been over 20 years. And I want to just say that if you are new to this journey of personal development, or if you've been on the journey like myself for decades, you're in the right place. You're in the right place because this program has been created out of that calling, out of that voice within me that is guiding me to create a safe and sacred container for community, for women who want to support and lift each other up to be the best version of themselves they can possibly be. And how this calling started, the spark got ignited at my Soul on Fire retreats. I started my Soul on Fire retreats in 2016, and after a year of hosting these powerful and highly transformative retreats, after the retreats were over, I kept feeling like there wasn't a container for them to stay in the conversation of this transformative work so that they could create lasting change. So they had these beautiful and powerful openings and breakthroughs at the retreats. It's a very transformative experience. They were cracked wide open, literally cracked wide open, and just raw and vulnerable and like a newborn baby. And then going back out into life, as much as I could reach out and give them reminders and open up my calendar for them to book sessions with me, I just felt like there was something missing, that they needed a different structure after being in that immersive environment. And so sometime at the end of last year, at the end of 2016, the idea of creating a group program for them so that they could be in the conversation longer came to my mind. And when it came, it was one of those moments that was like the voice of my inner guide that told me at 19 years old to just not get back on the plane when I ended up in Hawaii, and that I needed to stay there. I needed to start doing a lot deeper healing, and I was not supposed to go back to Seattle. So I stayed. And that same inner guide told me at 21 that I had to leave the United States because I needed to help humanity heal. And if I was going to help humanity heal, I needed to understand people from different cultures and backgrounds and belief systems, and understand what their struggles were, and also understand the different healing modalities that people from different cultures have used throughout centuries. So I left the United States when I was 21, and I was gone for another 12 years outside of the United States. And there have been many big monumental moments leading up to today where that voice has guided me to do something that other people would think is totally crazy, like leaving the United States with a suitcase and a one-way ticket and just not knowing when I'm going to be coming back. Or, just any number of things that I have done over the years and have had some incredibly powerful, transformative experiences and learned from some of the world's leaders in transformation over the years, and did my deep work and training when I lived in Europe for 9 of those years. So I feel very fortunate to have the connection that I have to this inner guide, to be able to hear that nudge and to follow it and act on it. All I know is my job is to tune in, listen, and show up when I am being called. So that is what I have done. I heard the message towards the end of last year, and here it is at the beginning of the year, and I know that this is the right time because timing is everything. And I align myself with divine timing, not my timing, so that makes life a whole lot easier. So it came out of this voice. The spark was there, and when I feel the spark, when I feel that pull, I follow it. And so I've created this both for women who come to my transformational retreats, as well as women who aren't able to come to my retreats or even work with me one-on-one. I have clients who are going to be joining this group program in addition to working with me or as a follow-up to working with me, because they too need to stay in the conversation longer. I bet some of you can relate to wanting to change a habit. Maybe it's a habit or a pattern in your relationships. You keep attracting the same guy. Maybe it's a habit of not getting up early enough. Maybe it's a habit around not exercising. Maybe it's a habit around, unhealthy relationships in your finances, whatever it might be. If you know what it's like to want to change a pattern in your life and you find it really difficult to change that pattern, it's because it's very, very deeply ingrained. It's a part of your default. It's a part of your automatic subconscious programming. It's just part of your operating system. So you show up the way that you do without even having to think much about it, right? It's just automatic. And so if we want to create a new default, if we want to create a new automatic, it takes time. And there's a system that I have developed that I'm sure a lot of other thought leaders out there use variations of, because we're all connected and we're all transformational leaders are all here teaching pretty much the same thing, because we're all tuned in to that channel that is teaching us to teach this to the world. So anyways, so I have a proprietary system that I use to help you identify, uncover, and transform those patterns. A lot of it goes back to childhood and your core beliefs that you formed as a child. And so it's a process. It's a process of becoming more self-aware, of taking the time to go back and understand how these programs got installed in the first place, to go in and poke holes in all of the evidence and find out that actually the opposite is also true. And then you start gathering evidence to prove to yourself that that's actually the truth. Because who you are underneath all of those limitations is a beautiful and authentic and empowered and inspired and passionate and purposeful, loving self. You are your most happy and your most joyful when you've done the work to clear away all that is standing, blocking your light. And so this program that I've created is a year-long, basically it's a self-mastery program. I am going to be teaching you my most transformational tools in this program. So even if you're a coach, this program would be amazing for you, because you would be in a container where you're staying in the conversation and you're able to take yourself on and take yourself to a new level with someone who can help guide you and support you when you get stuck, because we all do. And I continue to invest in myself. And that continued investment in my personal and spiritual growth and empowerment is the reason why I am living the joyful, meaningful, happy life I live today. And the reason why I was able to find my soulmate and be in this most beautiful, loving, conscious, evolved, empowering relationship with the man of my dreams. And that happened as a result of my inner work. And I know that. And I also was guided to him. So if you want to start to allow yourself to be more intuitively guided, to align with those nudges, those callings of your soul, then join me in the Inner Circle coaching program. The Inner Circle coaching program is a part of the Soul on Fire retreats and workshops, the transformative experiences that the women have had there, and the highly transformational experiences that my one-on-one high-end VIP clients have with me through doing one-on-one work. So this is going to be just an incredible program for you. You are going to have access to me in a private Facebook community where I can support you anytime. You are also going to have 2 very powerful coaching calls a month where we will be discussing. There will be a teaching component, so you will have an education component. It'll be very empowering. It'll be very inspiring. And then you'll have support from other sisters in the group, other like-minded women who are out there doing incredible work themselves and who are ready to live a miraculous life. They're ready to become the happiest person they know, feeling the most fulfilled and on purpose and joyful person that they know. And so if this resonates with you and you're ready to be held in a container that can take you to the next level in all areas of your life, then please check it out at the Inner Circle. That is heatherfantin.com/the inner circle. My last name is spelled Fantin. So heatherfantin.com/the inner circle. So if this and all that I have said resonates with you and you're like, yes, that is me, that speaks straight to my heart. I want to be held. I want to be supported. I want to be encouraged. I want to be empowered. And I am ready to take myself on and to break these patterns that are holding me back. If that is you, please join us. And if you're the woman who walks out there in the world and looks like she's got it all together, and silently you're feeling like you're a fraud, and you, underneath it all, feel like you just aren't good enough. If that's you, please join us, because I want to help you to break through that program and to help you to finally be free from that so that you can live with greater confidence and self-love and really honoring and loving the beautiful being that you are and sharing the gift of you with the world. If you are stuck in patterns, unhealthy patterns in your relationships, and you can't get out of them, I know I can relate, and I want to help you break those patterns. If you are just someone who's like, I'm ready to take myself on, I'm ready to go to the next level, and I know how valuable it is to have a highly skilled mentor to help take me there, let's do this. So let's do this together. Let's elevate the collective conscious by doing this deep and powerful work. I truly believe that this is the greatest gift that we give ourselves in this lifetime, and that when we do this work, we change the world. Because as you heal yourself, you heal the world. I know that in every cell of my being. I know that deep in my heart, and I know that I am here. I am here to hold the space for you to do this deep and sacred work so that you can live the life that you were destined for. This life is short. Please don't waste any more time. We need to see the world elevating to a more positive, loving space. And that work begins within. So join me at the Soul on Fire Inner Circle. We start next month. We start in April. So log on to my website, go to my website right after you're done watching this video and check it out at heatherfantine.com/the inner circle. Oh, and there is also going to be a way for you to have one-on-one work with me monthly as well, which is like an incredible deal, an incredible deal. So if you really want to be supported this year and you want to take yourself on and you want to have that one-on-one work with me, check it out. heatherfantine.com/the inner circle. I hope to see you there. And if you have anyone who could benefit from doing a personal development program like this, please share this information. And I hope to see you on the inside. All my love. Bye.